We just said this morning, Yom Yom Rishon B'Shabbos, the first day of the week. But unfortunately, in Ukraine, I think it's already past the 40th day of this war raging. Let us say a kapitel Tehillim for them and for our brethren in Eretz Yisrael and for all of Klal Yisrael. שיר המלס על אדוני בצורות, לקרוא זה בעניין אדוני, הציל הנפשי, מצווה שקר, מלושן רמיה, מית לכו מיצב לך לשון רמיה, חיצה גיבר שנן מגחל, ארץ המועיל, כי גרתי משהו שכנתי מולי קדר, רבא שוך לא לנפשים, שאני שולם, אני שולם, וכי אדבר הימו למלחמו. לצדקה, גדול לצדקה שמקרבת את הגאולה, גאולה כלליס, גאולה פרטיס, personal redemption, communal redemption. Obviously, Mashiach. We're getting close to Pesach. This is the week final week before Pesach. Also a few days before Yud Aleph Nisan, the Rebbe's birthday. Yud Aleph Nisan and Pesach, synonymous. Pesach is about redemption. Yud Aleph Nisan, the Rebbe's birthday, is all about redemption, taking us out of Golus. So let us look here at one of the first steps of the final coming out of Egypt was the mitzvah that it was asked, the Jewish people were asked to bring an offering, the Korban Pesach. I want to focus today on the mitzvahs, the way the Rambam enumerates the 630 mitzvahs, and he divides it in two mitzvahs. The 55th mitzvah, he says, Hatzivu shenitztavinu lahakriv keves haPesach b'yom Yud b'Nisan. Is the commandment, the 55th mitzvah is the commandment that we offer the Pesach Korban sacrifice on the 14th day of the month of Nisan in the afternoon. And then he says, HaMitzvah Hanun Vov, the 56th mitzvah, HaTzivu shenitztavinu lechol keves haPesach b'leil tezvav b'Nisan, kfitnov haniskorim. There's a mitzvah to eat the lamb of the Pesach offering on the night of the 15th of Nisan, according to all the details, the stipulation mentioned in the mitzvah, with all the details that comes in there. So the Rambam is actually dividing two mitzvahs over here. There is one mitzvah of offering, and there is another mitzvah which is eating. Now one wonders, it's one mitzvah. Isn't the mitzvah the Korban Pesach and eating of the Korban? Why is it two separate mitzvahs? In other words, representing, there are two concepts over here. There are two commandments, two steps. Offering and eating. So the Rebbe explains it as follows. The mitzvah of Korban Pesach was a fundamental preparation to being freed from Egypt. Let's remember, the lamb was one of the Egyptian deities. The Jewish people were called to take in public that lamb, their master's God, and publicly slaughter it, offer it. This took tremendous self-sacrifice, willingness to go against their masters to whom they're still enslaved. That's the first step of expressing our freedom, asserting ourselves. I am no more a slave to you, Egyptian master. From now on, I have taken on a new yoke. As the Pasuk says, Ki li b'nei Yisrael avodim. The Jewish people are my servants. Avodahem, they are my servants. And I take them out of Egypt. In other words, servitude to Hashem is an integral part of being freed of the servitude to Egyptians. So the first thing is we have to slaughter the Egyptian deity. In other words, slaughter within ourselves that subservience, that slavery to foreign gods, to foreign concepts, to foreign ideals, to Egypt. Egypt, which means Mitzorim, barriers, our self-imposed barriers, outside barriers. Break away from that. Be ready to sacrifice it. Then comes the second step. There's a sacrifice in momentary moment. Something which is done on the spur of the moment, and Mesiras Nefesh, and it's difficult, but it's done. But then there is incorporating it in our daily lives. So this is where the second mitzvah comes. eating the Korban Pesach. What means eating? Internalizing it. It becoming part of our blood and flesh. When we eat something, this is become part of our body, our flesh, our blood. So this is the idea, says the Rambam. It's not enough just to at one time do a sacrifice, but this has to become our daily, I was going to say bread and butter, not good for Pesach, our matzah without anything on it, shmura, and no gebroks. So this is what the second mitzvah is. Internalizing it, incorporating it, so our entire life is one of servitude only to Hashem and to no foreign ideas, no foreign gods, no foreign people, no foreign concepts. This is what brings us to the Geula Shalema, to the present and imminent, immediate redemption with Mashiach.